Good afternoon, this is Dave with the Wednesday edition of the Daily Blooms, November 29th, 2017. We're going to look at a few things more closely today. Moved them up here so we can have a good look at them. And there's a couple new ones that are in bloom and several that you have seen already. But this one is a very beautiful one. It was in the plant room. And I brought it out here. It's a little bit easier to see out here with a nice red lip and a brilliant bright yellow. I also briefly touched upon this orange one in the last video. This is a mounted plant. A lot of my plants are mounted. Several of the mini cattleyas that came from Sunset Valley Orchids have been mounted, and several of them are in the process of blooming. This was in the greenhouse. I moved it inside for Thanksgiving time. A very pretty bright orange, a little yellow, fading yellow. This one we touched upon briefly. This was in the plant room, though you couldn't see it very well. Here is a close-up of it. I love that beautiful little yellow in the throat. And it has two blooms for me. Has a lot of roots coming on the outside of it. I think that's how my orchids like the high humidity. I try to keep around 70% in the greenhouse, and even in the plant room I try to keep it at 70%. Out here in the kitchen it's a little harder to keep that high, but I do keep it at 54. So you can see it's 54%, and I'm going to have a humidifier installed out here too. This Oncidium we hadn't talked much about. In fact, I have several Oncidiums in bloom at the greenhouse, at the moment. And this was in there. Very brilliant, beautiful yellow with the brown. And this is one of my mounted ones. A lot of my Oncidiums I have mounted. I find they really like it, and I have them mounted from small ones to big ones to twinkles. You know, they seem to like being mounted. So the other one that is in bloom, if I can get to it, is this was in the plant room, I believe, or the greenhouse. I don't remember which, but I guess we'll take it down and bring it over here so we can maybe see it a little bit better. There. It's quite a pretty one. It has lots of flowers, as you can see, and it opened up around Thanksgiving Day. And there's another one back there that has a lot more buds on it. There again, that one you have seen. I brought some more Oncidiums in here that were in the greenhouse that has spikes on. There is a twinkle that has several spikes on it. I know I keep coming back to this one, but I just love this one, and it is an unnamed cross. I've toyed with naming it, but have not done so yet. I thought about doing it last year. It's just a beautiful, beautiful orchid. That's got to be one of my favorites. So probably that's gonna be a short one today. They've changed my videoing, how to do it, so hopefully I can get it figured out and get it uploaded. This one is still going. I have a couple, three of these. They certainly make beautiful flowers, beautiful displays. This one had five spikes on this year. and has been in bloom now for, what, well over a month. But as you can see, some of my beauties are doing nice, and some of them are about ready to go over. But try to get over here and take a look at that. I know this is short, but sometimes I get too long-winded. I do have a humidifier out here. I'm going to have them put in one of my commercial humidifiers like I have in the greenhouse and I have in the plant room. Oh, here's one that's got several, I brought this in from the greenhouse yesterday. It has several buds on. Oh, that's the one we were just talking about. I got another, I didn't even realize I had another set of flowers on it over there. Huh. So surprising sometimes what these things will fool you when you're not expecting it. But that is beautiful. So I guess okay. I don't know how long I've been thinking I'm not recording and it's been going, but anyway, sorry for this weird part in the middle of the tape, but I'm about done, I guess. I've showed you about all I've got to show today. I did bring this one in from the greenhouse. It has a long spike on it. It's a Cattleya. Okay, so until Saturday, hopefully I'll have this thing figured out by then. Happy growing. So long.